I am 100% in love with who I am, no matter the shape of my body, because my body is not who I am. It's not who any of us are. And if you can find that soul connection with yourself, with the universe, with your friends, with your family, with your passions, then you will be on the road to happiness and self-love and self-confidence. It's been a while since I've been here on YouTube. I've definitely shared a ton of stories almost every day on my Instagram to keep you guys in the loop with what's going on in my life. But I have not shared everything, of course, because I've been going inwards a lot, figuring out what my goals are for 2020. And I think I know that my intentions for this new year are going to happen, and I'm stepping up to that, and I'm speaking it out loud. I'm going to be sharing at least like 6 videos explaining more of the things that have been going on in my life in more detail, because I don't want to just bore you with absolutely everything. It would just be too much. So every day for the next 6 or 7 days, I will be sharing a video every single day, along with a vlog and an Instagram post kind of in the same area of whatever I'm trying to talk about. And today's video is going to be explaining the overall message and just the overall plan I have for this year, what my focus is going to be this year for 2020, which of course involves you guys. I feel like my energy was like really not grounded before, versus now I feel super in alignment and like happy about everything that comes out of my mouth. I don't know if that makes sense. There's definitely been days of high anxiety, but I think on the other side of that, if you're someone who goes through any sort of like mental health challenges, on the other side of that is like the best feeling. Like if you're really depressed, you might also be someone who can be like way happy, and you also just like appreciate life so much more. And then if you have anxiety, I feel like on the other side of that, you can experience moments of like such profound clarity, and that's some powerful stuff. Keep following any time that you feel in alignment. Keep following those moments, because those are what are going to guide you to many more moments of clarity and to a consistent, less anxiety, clarity, depression, happiness, boobalooba. So I don't know if you guys realize, but like I don't talk very much. I am definitely a writer at heart. I constantly feel like I get like downloads. It might sound weird, but like there's just times where I have such moments of clarity that I'm like, I gotta write this down. It is my mission to share this message with you guys, and I write it all down in notes. So I'm gonna be going over kind of like the things that I wrote down this month and then put together into something that makes sense and that makes me feel good, and then sharing that with you guys. So that's kind of like where my video ideas are going to be originating from. I'm definitely going to start sharing like 10 tips type things, and then explaining like why or like how anorexia and veganism kind of fit together for my journey. Gonna share my actual fitness journey, gonna share my recovery journey in pictures. They're gonna be both like 2 parts, because like my fitness journey is continuing. It's continuing. My recovery journey, that's gonna be a video that's gonna be done, because I know how that one ended, and I am freaking amazed at how far I've come, and only want more people to be able to do that as well. So it's felt like my life hasn't been closed off, that part of my life, without putting out this video. I feel like there's just so much that I need to share from the amount of pain that I had to go through. Of course, I continue to share it in all my programs, and I continue to share it with all my clients, but I want to have it on my YouTube channel to kind of end that part. I want to provide others with a strong vision to get excited about. I want others to envision a future that is far more compelling than the pain of the past, something that gives them the breakthrough that they deserve. Lifting is what motivates me to grow. It's also motivated me to reach out to my own coach. that I will make another video on. Doing so really pushed my comfort zone, and that's exactly what I want you guys to be able to do. So I'm role modeling the best I can by also having my own coach. It's given me time to 100% focus on me, my goals, and my vision, and talk to someone about that who actually understands and who is supporting me through it. And that is what I want to do for you guys too. Competing is definitely in alignment with all that I want to do moving forward, because I am helping others to keep growing, and I am going to continue to keep growing, pushing my comfort zone as well. Yes, I am nervous as heck, but I'm also excited as heck, and I will channel that anxiousness into more fun and excitement. Honestly, I would not be here without you guys, because each day in the gym, I'm definitely thinking about the people that I can inspire through my growth. And that's my exact mindset when I was going through recovery and when I was very underweight. And when I was looking in the mirror and I couldn't recognize myself, or going to bed and not even worried about if I'd wake up the next morning, like, the thing that actually motivated me was realizing that if I were to just give up, that I would be letting a lot of people down, because I know that I can help them. I'm sorry for getting emotional. You guys and the gym and yoga definitely helped me the most in my recovery, and also giving my body nourishment and nourishing foods. Yes, I am vegan. Controversial topic that will need to be addressed in other videos. My motivation came from knowing that me being my best self will help others to be their best self, and that's still why I do what I do. That's the core of who I am, and I want you guys to find the purest core of who you are, and I believe in you, and I will be sharing so much of my journey with you guys as I continue to grow and grow with others. I shouldn't feel ashamed for eating vegan or enjoying exercise, because these things are what have helped me develop me into the person that I am, that I'm really proud of, and I'm so glad that I've stayed in alignment with my values and strongly believing in who I am as a person, even if there isn't anyone around me that does much yoga or mental health, like self-analysis. What's that called? What am I thinking here? Like personal development. There we go, because I've been listening to far too many personal development courses, consuming so much, and I'm not putting enough out right now, and that's what I really need to start doing, is giving more value, because that is the best feeling versus taking, because taking comes from a place of lack, giving comes from a place of abundance, and we all out here trying to live abundant lives. I can see it both ways for sure as to why someone would think that it's not a good idea to go into the gym, because it's definitely not a good idea if you're like super duper underweight. Like, I was not in the gym when I was in the hospital bed. But with that said, afterwards, it is so empowering to be okay with growing and to have that time to yourself to develop your own self-confidence and mental health, and just giving yourself that time to fill your own cup before you go out and pour into other people's cups all day long. It made me 100% okay with growing, gaining weight, because I don't know, I look better now than I did when I was very self-conscious, actually, of my very scrawny arms, even though some days I would see that as fat. That's just part of the illness. I'm doing really well with feeling super free and flexible with food. I'll share a lot more of what I eat really soon, and I just genuinely enjoy the gym, and I make sure to keep my mental and physical health in check. I'm still working to be continuing to gain weight by choice, even though my doctor is not worried about that anymore. So that's huge. I do consider myself recovered. I do not agree with the whole I'm in recovery thing, because if you hold that label on yourself, then that's all you're ever gonna be. When I was telling myself each day that I needed to recover from anorexia, well, I was telling myself that every day, and that's all I was. I was just always the anorexic girl, and I was always the girl that was in hospital for 7 years, and I don't want to be that person anymore. So I'm not going to tell myself that I'm in recovery, because then that just gives more attention to it. Whatever we put our attention towards, that's what's gonna grow. So I choose to grow new passions and new excitement in my life, not old, restraining, annoying habits that are not benefiting anyone. I love lifting weights and growing. I love eating nourishing vegan foods. I feel amazing. I feel happy. I'm proud of who I am, and I don't want to feel ashamed for that. No one should. I just do what's best for me. I hope whatever you get from what I share, you find out what works best for you. I'm not telling anyone to do that, like what works for me is going to work for them. It's always entirely individually, and the more that you can be proud of your individual choices, the better whatever it is that you choose is going to work for you. Passion's different for everyone. For me, I enjoy the gym. For someone else, that passion that they should dive into, instead of like destructive patterns, it would be art or theater or university studies, things like that. But this is just what I found for me. As long as it's healthy and keeping someone feeling their best and on the path to freedom, then that is the best thing that they should do. Making life what you want it to be for you, that is success. You're not gonna find your own personal fulfillment by following someone else's dreams. You won't find your happiness by doing what makes other people happy. I don't agree with saying that you're in recovery. I don't agree with labeling food freedom even, because honestly, food is food, and even like, it's just, someone can find freedom and be happy with what they eat, even if they don't always eat cookies every day. Like, I don't know, it's just hard for me to even want to tell someone that they need to find food freedom, because it's just another area to focus on and to feel like you need to do perfect in, when in reality, you gotta find what works for you. You gotta be happy with that and let go of all the stress associated with all these different titles so that you surely can be free with food. Perfectionism and balance is a really weird thing. You can aim for one side of being perfect and go too far, or get scared and end up giving nothing. People can be so black and white, but another thing that always has like confused me a bit is the fact that if you aim for balance and you're a perfectionist and you're like, I don't want to be too black, I don't want to be too white, I'm gonna go for the middle, and you're a perfectionist, then that middle still becomes perfection. So I think it's important to catch ourselves there too. If we're focusing on balance, make sure that you're trying to include some black things, some white things, and meeting in the middle, balancing them out, but not being like, oh my god, I'm not balanced, oh my god, that means that everything's awful, because that defeats the purpose of balance, trying to bring things into order and into alignment and feeling our best. So with those few tangents of lessons that I've been learning, my focus this year is on competing, creating content for you guys, pushing my comfort zone, meeting new people, socializing a little bit, but mainly coaching, growing my online coaching business, developing my website a lot nicer, and creating content. In regards to competing, I know I'm ready because my worth is no longer dependent on what my body looks like. So if I'm in a growing season, I'm a little bit thicker, I don't really care, because that's not who I am. So that's how I know that it's coming from a pure place, a good intention, and I hope that I can inspire more people to choose the land of growth, because nothing feels better, especially if you went through shrinking for a long time and were limiting yourself. That is no good and not gonna happen in this YouTube channel. Success this year is competing, getting my creative plans into action, growing my reach, growing my body, and impacting as many people as I can. If I just did what made other people happy, I wouldn't be very happy with myself. Honestly, those that don't like me either don't like that part of themselves or wish they had something that I have. Nothing annoys us about another unless it reflects a part of ourselves. So instead of blaming other people, I take ownership. I invite you to do the same. If I don't like something about someone, I try to see what I don't like about myself or what I'm like avoiding, and then I can improve instead of being ignorant towards someone else's success. And I can also be inspired and uplifting them instead of tearing them apart, or any other thing that us humans decide to do instead of pushing our comfort zone, because it's hard, but We can do it. This year, I'm going to be focusing on me and doing what I truly want. I finally got a year that my eating disorder will not be in the way at all, because it's literally been gone for 6+ months. So I know that I'm going to sustain this, and that is incredible. Relationship-wise, I finally listened to red flags, not just their red flags, but also my own, in that like what things I need to work on. And I just want to be single this year, do things on my own, keep growing myself, put my energy towards my clients and those relationships rather than anything in person that's romantic anyways. I still want to be being a little bit more social with friends, because I have definitely not put friendships as anything in my life for the past 7 years. But I'm totally okay with that, because I've had so much time to work on myself, to learn, to constantly be in the online world, which has taught me a lot, because people share lessons that take them a long time to learn, and we get to learn them within like 10-minute videos. So yeah, keep expanding your knowledge, read some books, listen to educational YouTube videos, because there is so much out there, and if you want to grow as a person and live your best life, like, research it. Yeah, so relationships, they don't have to be romantic. Romantic relationships take up like all of your focus, and I don't want that to happen right now, because I want to be 100% in my business, my personal growth, my ability to inspire change and to heal others. What I also love about this is that it's sustainable, it continues to grow, versus relationships that you put so much energy in and you never know like how long they're gonna last. Like, that's my own personal problem. I gotta let go of attachments to things like that. But I definitely have had my fair share of putting too much time into things that end up like falling through, and I'm like, wow, all those messages could have been some really incredible blog posts that many would appreciate, rather than one person deciding not to appreciate. No, in all seriousness, like, the reason that I wouldn't want to is because, well, I've had a lot of really bad experiences, like being cheated on, and also like the death of someone that I was dating, and I don't think that stuff holds me back as much anymore. Like, I have healed all of that past trauma, but I want to feel like the fullest expression of me before I get into anything, and I know that way I'll be attracting someone that's for like my highest self versus someone who needs to heal part of me. Of course, any relationship is gonna have that part, but I'm definitely going on a tangent, and maybe I'll do a relationship video in the future. Basically, I am whole, I am complete on my own, and right now I want to give all that incredible energy and not risk anything else, because I am already whole and I want to help more people feel whole. I know I don't have to post on all the platforms in order to be reaching people and having my clients, but I want to be posting on more platforms to grow my reach to help more people. Of course, when you sign up for my programs, I provide much more value, but I gotta put out lots of free stuff for the kindness of my heart so that you guys can still be supported. But if you want some next level advice, support, care, and to achieve real freedom that is sustainable, the last program you would ever have to buy, hit me up. Even if I was able to help more people with like a better automated system, I would, and honestly, the only reason that I would ever want any more free time, like with my balance between helping clients and my own life, I want my time for the gym to fill myself up, my time to be cooking my foods, listening to my podcast. That's already in my day. If I was ever looking for more free time, I want that free time to create more content, to research more ideas before I upload videos, and to create like podcasts and just create. Like, what else would I do with my free time? That's what makes me happiest. Online coaching allows me to help so many more people, and it allows me to go full in on my passions. Not easy at all. It's a 24-hour thing, but there's nothing I'd rather be doing. It's all I think about. I'm not even joking, and that's 100% the best life that I could imagine. Nothing is more fulfilling or worth putting my energy towards. I now fill my life with so much passion, and it allows me to wake up excited to live my life and I want more to feel this joy. I'll be sharing another video on my channel intentions and my reason for competing, so subscribe, you'll see that in the next couple videos, and I'm excited for this year and to keep growing alongside everyone who gets to watch.